Have you ever seen something go from its original culture to a completely skewed version that's mostly due to money? This is what is currently happening in the surf industry as we speak. Surfboard shaping has always been an art form by surfers for surfers that is now being changed into a process done overseas for a much less cost. This is putting domestic board brands out of business and hurting the environment at the same time. Pictured in this picture is the leading surf brand, Firewire Surfboards. Firewire Surfboards is all of their manufacturing overseas. They do this in order to cut costs on labor and have a much higher profit margin over United States board brands. Doing this allows them to stock surf shops with their boards under a consignment model. This means that surf shops do not have to buy their boards outright, whereas they do with all the other board brands. The first issue with this is the fact that the culture is being taken out of the surfboard shaping process. Normally being done by surfers for surfers, Firewire's model is all done by a CNC machine. This means that their employees could be anyone who might not have any knowledge of surfing at all. This is because the CNC machine gets rid of the whole designing and shaping and glassing processes once you have a standard outline for a board. Working in a surf shop myself, I've gotten to talk to many guys in the industry. They all do not like the way Firewire goes about their business processes. Not only are they not helping domestic surfboard brands stay afloat, they're also making it a much more streamlined and assembly line process. Pictured right here is a map of Oceanside. Right here next to the 76 is what we refer to as Shapers Valley. Shapers Valley is home to many surfboard manufacturers such as Chemistry and Pyzel, which we've grown to love over the years. Businesses like them are starting to hurt because of the loss of revenue for American board brands and the loss of jobs. Pictured right here is the CEO of Spider Surfboards, Dennis Jarvis. Dennis Jarvis is trying to bring light to this issue because no one else has. He's stating that we have tariffs on everything else. Why don't we have tariffs on surfboards? Which you might say we already do, which we do. Started on September 1st of this year, there was a 15% increase on all Chinese imported goods, which included surfboards. A study by Reuters also did say that a whopping 67% of all imported boards are from China. This may seem as if that's helping domestic board brands right now, but included in that 67% is all of the Costco foam boards, which everyone buys who has no knowledge of surfing and they probably just sit in their garage all day. So that's not really being compared to the boards that we're talking about. Dennis Jarvis is currently trying to raise a campaign in order to get a lobbyist in Congress to help raise this issue and make it aware. Another thing that Firewire is doing is claiming that they are environmentally friendly. They do this by having each one of their boards stamped on the tail with a little thing that says Eco Board Project. This pretty much means that all of the leftover EPS foam dust from the CNC machine when it cuts out the blank is molded into a little brick, whereas it would normally be deposited into the trash, which would go into landfill. While this is cool and all, these bricks are only used at Kelly Slater's wave pool, Firewire stores, and factories, and other projects that they donate to, which is unknown. This does not really outweigh the fact that all of their boards are being made overseas from their main markets, which are in the US and Australia. This means that they all have to travel over here via cargo ship. Cargo ships account for 15 to 30% of all nitrogen oxide pollution when it comes to air pollution. This also accounts for 3.5 to 4% of all climate change air pollution as well. In my opinion and many others, this doesn't really outweigh the fact that their environmentally friendly project doesn't really outweigh the fact that all their boards are being shipped on something that's polluting the air, while they're claiming to be eco-friendly. In conclusion, something needs to be done and addressed sooner than later in order to help local shapers like these two men right here stay afloat. Whether it is inevitable or not, us as surfers are going to try to make this happen as long as we can before industries are all moved over to other countries. If something doesn't happen soon, all surfboard manufacturers are going to be owned by people who don't even surf. Thank you.